Welcome to a new series on the channel called The Last Week in Gaming, where we'll be taking a look at the most interesting things that happened in the gaming world over the past week. So if you like this concept, leave a like as it helps me a lot, but let's stop wasting time and get right into it. A very unexpected thing happened this week, and that is the fact that The Last of Us multiplayer game got cancelled. Naughty Dog released a statement that basically said that the game became too ambitious, and if they were to release it, it would mean they will have to put all their manpower into the live service of this game, and that would come at the cost of the other story-based games they are currently developing. It's a really weird situation because this multiplayer game started development at the same time as The Last of Us Part 2, which came out 3 years ago, so it's been in development for at least 6 years now, so it's hard to believe they would scrap a project like this just because it grew too large. Many people believe that they were forced to scrap this game because of Sony's master plan with their game studios, and that Bungie also played a part in this, but we'll never know, I guess. There was also a leaked screenshot of the game's main menu, and from it we see that it would have had a battle pass and a battle royale mode, which I have mixed feelings about, but there's no point in thinking what could have been because we will never see the game. But moving on, the day before came out, and it didn't surprise anyone because we all knew for a long time that the game is gonna be shit. But what actually surprised a lot of people is the fact that the game is closing its servers and that the developers, Fantastic, are also closing down the studio. The reason for this is the financial failure of the day before, as they said in this post, but if we're being honest, they probably did this to run away with the money from the game. They did promise refunds to all the players, including those who played past the Steam limit of hours, for a refund, but as of now they didn't happen and probably will never happen. But I mean, literally everyone expected this game to be a miserable failure, so yeah. This is another great example to not spend your money on games on launch day, because in recent years almost every game released with problems of some kind, so just wait a week or two until the devs have fixed the big issues of the game and then buy it. Now let's move on to the funniest news from last week, and that being that the Florida Joker that was referenced in the GTA 6 trailer called out Rockstar for putting him in the trailer, and he said he will sue them. After this, Roger Clark, the actor that plays Arthur in Red Dead Redemption 2, responded to the Joker with this absolute banger.
GTA, we gotta talk.
No, you don't. You don't need to talk to them. They're not going to talk to you. They've had people like you trying to sue them for decades. They are lawyered up, man. They know exactly what they can and cannot get away with. If I were you, I would use the notoriety that they just threw your way to my advantage. Capitalize it on it somehow. You ain't getting a job in Home Depot with that face.
I mean, he is right, Rockstar won't care, and I don't know where he will get the money to take them to court, so he should just use his 15 minutes of fame to his advantage. Another sad news, at least for me, is that Crimson Desert, a game that I'm super excited about, got delayed until 2025. The game was supposed to come out next year, but Pearl Abyss, the studio making it, decided to postpone the launch because they needed more time working on it. Even though I'm pretty sad, I'll always have great respect for studios that decide to delay games because they feel they need more time polishing their game, and from the trailers that look absolutely amazing, we can see how ambitious this game is, so it's probably for the best. We don't want another Cyberpunk situation. We also have some new information on the Blade game developed by Arkane, but it's not necessarily happy news. Production for the game began sometime in 2022, so that means it will probably release sometime around 2026 or 2027, which is pretty far away. But we at least saw some concept art for the game and it looks pretty good. I have high hopes for this game because it will probably be focused around combat, which was always Arkane's strong point. Yeah, they had a stinker with Redfall, but still, I trust them. Some great news for Kojima fans also came out. A24, the studio behind movies like The Lighthouse or The Whale, is set to produce a Death Stranding movie, and honestly, I can't think of a better match than Kojima and A24, considering they both are known for making, let's call them, special pieces of media. We currently don't know anything about the release date or cast or anything like that, but we got this really cool t-shirt, so that's something, I guess. But moving on, Insomniac games have been the victims of a large profile hacking. The group that did it stole information on the upcoming Wolverine game that Insomniac are working on, and they gave them a 7-day deadline to pay them $2 million, otherwise they will release the information. Stuff like this has always annoyed me because if they don't pay, the studio will suffer a lot, but also the community will miss out on the excitement of finding out about their project from trailers. Plus, if they release information and videos of the game, it will probably be videos from an alpha version of the game that of course will look pretty bad. I mean, the same thing happened with the GTA 6 leaks from a year ago. The footage didn't look extraordinary and Rockstar got a lot of unjustified hate for something that wasn't the final product. The funniest thing Insomniac could do is to wait until the 7th day and release the actual trailer of the game then. That would be so based of them. But this is it for this week. As always, I'm eager to hear your opinions down in the comments and tell me if I missed something, but I will see you soon. Goodbye.